What's going on, guys? It's good to be here. My name is Roguelike Duck, and thanks for popping in. If you're new here, I wouldn't mind it if you hit the subscribe button. It'd be pretty helpful. New channel, small channel, so every little bit of help helps out to get these videos out there. I want to start doing community tournaments once we hit 1,000 subscribers, so if you can help me hit that goal, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. Guys, today we are looking at, it's no secret, discard's not really one of my favorite archetypes, but discard Hela is probably one of the more consistent ones that you can get out there, and we're going to be looking at it today. I haven't played too much of it. I only just recently got Modok, but I have been playing it just to see how it feels, and like I said, it feels like one of the most consistent versions on the market. So let's have a look-see and see what we got here. Now, there's a bunch of different ways that you can build this, but ultimately you're going to be ending with an Invisible Woman, a Modok, and a Hela, right? So let's just run through the base combo. Invisible Woman. The cards you play here aren't revealed until the end of the game. So you place Invisible Woman down, and then at turn 5, we're playing Modok to discard your entire hand, and Hela so that you can resurrect your entire hand, and then everything else that you do for the rest of the game doesn't matter. I have literally just played those 3 cards and won. But let's look at the rest of the lineup just in case. So we got Morbius. He's going to get really buffed every time you discard a card. You all know Morbius. He's in here just because he just becomes another tower, basically. Now, some builds aren't running Swarm. I'm running the Swarm because we are running cards like Gambit. So, you know, extra discard fodder. You don't even really need the Swarm, but let's say that you have the Swarm and you've discarded the Swarm. If you have Lockjaw out, then you can use the Swarms to fill in the Lockjaw. That will hopefully swap into these big cards down the bottom here that we'll talk about later. I was playing Colleen Wings so that I could more easily get into that little combo there, but I did just recently swap her out for the Gambit. So as we just mentioned, we got the Lockjaw. Now if we don't have the big Modok Hela combo that we want, then hopefully the Lockjaw is going to get us into some big stuff to win some sort of lane. We are running the Gambit because Gambit's fun and Gambit is good and Gambit destroys cards and discards. We've got the Hellcow as well. Now we've got all of these other discard options because if we don't see the Modok, then we could still at least fill up the Invisible Woman with like the Gambit, Hela, and Gambit, Hellcow, and the Hela, and hopefully we still get some big monsters out, which is ultimately the end game because all of this that you see at the back end here doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. I could go, oh, this Magneto does this, and Giganto does it. It doesn't matter. They're all going to get discarded to get summoned off of Hela. If, for whatever reason, we don't have the Hela, because it is Marvel Snap, you might not draw it, yes, we can play some of these big cards. Yes, we can play the Magneto and stuff like that. Like I said, Lockjaw's the other backup plan there. But ultimately, we want to see the Wombo combo. That's the whole point of the deck. If we don't see that, we're running on backup plans. We're going plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E. It doesn't matter. Hopefully we get a win out of it. But if we got this, beautiful. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. You see an Invisible Woman, you're probably going to put a Cosmo on it. Anytime there's an Invisible Woman, someone's up to some sort of nonsense, right? It could be a Wong Gambit, clear your board combo. It could be the Modok Hela. It could be any sort of amount of shenanigans. It could be Patriot Ultron. Like we're putting a Cosmo on it. So if you verse somebody that is running a Cosmo and you have an Invisible Woman down, there's Cosmo. If they know what they're doing, Cosmo's going on that. So ideally, the 3 games that I'm about to play, we don't come up and see Cosmo. All right, let's get into the games. Oh, we're at our first game. Alright, so you can see on the discard Hela deck list that's on screen now, it hasn't updated the changes that I made to it for this video. So it is outdated. We're not playing Captain Marvel or Colleen Wing anymore. Alright, so we're going to play an Invisible Woman on Mojo World. We're going to play Morbius on Aunt May's, and hopefully Morbius goes to Morag. Never lucky. Okay, we've seen the Hela. Now, here's the game plan, right? I'm going to play Swarm there. And hopefully we draw into Modok. Alright, we didn't see Modok, so we're going to play the Hell Cow. Now you will see that we're playing Hell Cow there. And then we're going to play Hela. And you can Professor X that, that's fine. And then we're dropping the Hela. Alright, we're seeing Jeff and we're seeing Drax. I don't think this guy knew that this deck exists, to be honest with you. Now I'm curious about this interaction. Will I also get the Magneto? No, I just get the 2 off Hellcow. Alright.
Victory.
Okay, it wasn't quite the wombo combo, but it certainly was enough. I mean, like, that's how crazy this deck can go, right? Like, what do you do? What on earth do you do in that sort of situation if you don't have Cosmo? Alright, game 2. And the list has been officially updated now on the deck tracker. So, yeah, like, this isn't your standard, like, normal discard strategy. This is, like, there's no other way to put it. It's janky. It's janky as all hell. It lives and dies to whether or not we see what we want to see. Which, so far, we're not at all. We might be relying on Lockjaw, to be honest with you. And herein lies the problem, right? By relying on the Lockjaw, is if I draw into a discard card and it hits, well, anything important, then I'm in danger, right? If you had it jugged before, it would have been really good for you. Because I'm planning to drop the Swarm there. Okay, so we got the Hela, right? We've got Modok and Hela. So if this Swarm goes into an Invisible Woman, we're laughing. We're going straight to the bank of that. If this Swarm goes into Gambit and discards Hela, I'm very sad. There's no other way to put it. I've got to do it this way. If I hit Invisible Woman, we're having the time of our life. Hellcow hits Giganto. And it's the Hela. What a laugh. What a laugh. Alright, so the bro's gonna snap. I think I'm just gonna go Infinite. What are we seeing? We're seeing the magic. Well, this is really fun.
All systems go.
This is gonna be really fun for us. Where do we want to put him? We could just put him here. Oh no, because that guy's about to get really strong. Because we can Modok Swarm, and that's going to be fun. Yeah, we can just drop Infinite here, that's fine. I'm really glad that we did that. That's going to drag Morbius over. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty happy that we win there. So let's see. Let's think about this. That could be like Magneto or something. That'd be crazy. If he drops a Silver Surfer and a Ironheart there, Silver Surfer goes +4 on all of those, right? So triples, 16, 24. So Modok wins it. Unless there's an Ironheart as well that decides to go crazy there. If Swarm grabs Magneto, how many cards left in my deck? 2. So what is it? Could be Magneto? Hela's gone. I've played that. It could be Magneto or Gambit. I reveal first. Gambit could go crazy if it hits the wall. This could go either way. This could go either way. Safer play might be to put Swarm over in Limbo, but I think I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. Oh, go crazy, go crazy. Oh, hit the Wong. Oh, I don't have anything to discard, you're right. Oh no. There's the Surfer. 20. 28. It ties. Oh, but I lose. I lose. No. Oh no. So if I put the, like I said, if I put the Swarm on the left, the smarter player would have won that. Spewing. Alright, let's go to the last game. Alright, we're in it. We're versing Space Ghost. Space Ghost. Space Goat. Alright. Okay, we've... Fuck. Oh no, Subterranea. I was about to say we are looking really good to get the Wombo combo off here. Oh, this could be like some Phoenix Force nonsense. Cards can't be destroyed. True. Oh, pray for me. Pray for me. If we see the Hela, we go crazy. If we see the Hela, we go crazy. Oh my god. Oh, it's happening! Do I snap it? Do I snap it? I'm gonna play Gambit first. I'm gonna snap it. I'm gonna snap it. Now keep in mind, the only card that's actually gonna be worth a pinch of salt here is the Giganto. Like for the next 3 draws, they could all be rocks. Rock 1. We don't play anything. All we need to do is draw one other worthwhile card, right? Okay, so we're versing like it is like a Phoenix Force shenanigan deck. We should win, unless a Cosmo. If they have Cosmo, unlucky. But that's the only thing I'm nervous about here, because we got Sanctum Sanctorum up. So the off chance that Hela decides to put Hellcow or Giganto over on the right, we win. And I don't have a doubt that we'll win here. We do have Gambit out first, so I guess Gambit hitting like the Vulture or hitting the Iron Fist could go good. There's a Craven. Venom into nothing. Been there before. Alright, another rock. So yeah, like I said, it was mostly rocks. It's not the most craziest. We're probably going to see Heimdall come down in the mid. Or on the left. Heimdall in the mid. Okay, literally anything. Any of the 3 that actually have power into the right, we win. Gambit first. Hits anything on the left. Nope, unlucky. Oh well. Modok discards the rest. Hela, put anything worth value into the right. Done. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Far out.
Victory.
Far out. The lockjaw on the right. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Well, let's talk about the deck. Alright, so we're back here talking about the deck. And it's just like I say whenever I talk about discard. Discard is high roll, right? It's the biggest risk in the world. Now, I'm going to add one little caveat here, right? You take out Swarm and you put in Echo, you're probably gaming, right? To be honest, probably fine. Because, like, Echo on turn 1, and this deck is insane. After your opponent plays an ongoing card here, remove its abilities. If you can get your hands on Echo, and you put Echo on your discard Hela, and it's your turn 1, you go Echo, Invisi Woman, Modok, Hela, you win. There's nothing they can do about it. Nothing. Because what's Cosmo going to do then? You've killed it. You've killed the Cosmo. Echo's removed its ongoing abilities. So that's like my one. Put Echo in. Bro, you put Echo in. All goods. All goods, no stress. Right? So that's my one bit of advice. I don't have Echo. I only opened one Spotlight. this week because I want to save them. And I thought if I don't get Echo on the first one, then I don't care about the other cards. But if I had Echo first up. But it's like with any discard deck, it's so high rolling, man. Like you need to see very precise combination of cards here. But if you enjoy discarding, if you enjoy the thrill of discarding, this deck is for you. 100% this deck is for you. There's so much power, and you even saw when you don't see the high roll, there's still so much the deck can do. You've got the Lockjaw, Gambit's in there for removal, Hellcow, like we're having a blast. Hellcow's so powerful, like discard cards in general are so powerful. Morbin time, we're having a laugh. You've got a big variety of 6-cost cards that you can rely on, and if you Versic Destroy, this might even become free, so why not? So heaps you can do with the deck. It's not like it's not horrible at all by any means. In fact, I'm pretty sure it got the same win rate as 2-1 as everything else that we've tested this week so far. So fantastic. If you like discard, this is my preferred way. I've tried the other discard ways. This is my preferred way because when you get that combo off, oh, chef's kiss. We're loving it. All right, let's have a look at the comment for today. All right, and this comment goes out to Stacy Little, who you might remember the name because we replied to one of Stacy's comments in a previous video, and Stacy replied on that video. Just had a quick question, right? And I think this is pretty valuable to actually talk about here on the channel. Is Stacy said, "Thanks for the shout out. Is there a reason that I'm seeing lots of decks with Nimrod, Null, etc. because I'm at infinite rank? I'm definitely facing decks that are higher than pool 2. So for context, Stacy was in pool 2 playing at infinite rank after using the Zoo deck. Now, I did reply to this in the comment, but I wanted to put it in the video just so everyone just could hear this, because I've said it before in videos, and you hear a lot of YouTube creators say it in videos where they talk about how, well, matchmaking, you're only going to go pool 2, like if you're in pool 2, you're only going to verse pool 2. If you're in pool 1, you're only going to verse pool 1, etc., etc. But that's not necessarily true. That's more of just like a generalized statement, right? Because matchmaking, from my understanding and how it works, takes into consideration a few different things. Your collector level being one of them, but as you get higher up the collector track, I'm pretty sure that just like sort of tapers off. But also it takes into consideration your rank and your MMR, which is a hidden value. So in this instance, you know, Stacy being in pool 2, but at infinite rank, it got to infinite rank pretty quickly, so won a lot of games using the Zoo deck. It's very likely that they weren't finding games fast enough in Stacy's collector level, so I had to sort of reach out a bit further and probably pull in some of the pool 3 players that might have just got null and stuff like that off of the spotlight caches, you know, very recently. So they had to match more closely to the MMR and the infinite rank and sort of ignore the pool, the collector level so much. So so like I said, a lot of creators sort of make that generalized statement, but it is possible to verse people outside of your collector level and outside of your pool level. And Stacey did reply as well, saying when I explained that, said makes sense. Just getting absolutely torn apart at infinite and it's taking the fun out of the game and don't have the cards to compete. I completely understand that. Very frustrating, and I'll be honest with you all, if you're watching this far into the video, when I first got to pool 3, that's how it felt for me. I'd just gotten infinite rank in the season before, dropped back to the 70 in the next season. I'm just starting pool 3, getting absolutely shredded because everyone else has better cards than me, and I don't have them yet. Especially when you're getting to like opening collector stashes, collector caches, and you're just not seeing the cards that you want, or you're not seeing any cards, but you're still going up the collector track. So your collector level's going up, but your collection itself doesn't feel like it represents that. It's just one of those things, and it's awful to say, right? It's one of those things, you just got to do the grind. Once you've hit infinite rank, you could chill, right? Just do your quests. Just do your quests, do your thing, and focus on upgrading collection. Don't think so much about, oh, I've got to keep winning, I've got to keep winning. Well, it's fine. It's fine. We chill, upgrade, do our quests, get our credits, expand the collection. That's the only way you're going to be able to compete in the next season. And if you are in the next season, you go, oh, bloody hell, I'm getting torn apart. I can't hit infinite rank again. It's too difficult now. It's fine. There's other decks that you can play. It might not be as good as the best deck, but there's other decks you can play, right? There's plenty of budget versions you can play. I always talk about it, right? Spectrum's a fantastic deck. There's plenty of different ways you can counter decks of Spectrum because you got cards like Cosmo and Armor, right? You go out of your playstyle a little bit. Maybe it's not the deck you want to play, but maybe it's a deck that you got to play right now because it can get you the wins. Spectrum decks have so much versatility in them, and it's so easy to play no matter what your collection level is, because you should have all the cards by the time you finish pool 2. There's no doubt about that, right? So maybe you just throw together a Spectrum deck and have a go. If you're getting destroyed by Nimrod Null decks, hey, Armor and Cosmo in 2 lanes, you're pretty much guaranteed winning right then and there off of a Spectrum deck. Because what are they going to destroy if they can't use it on reveals and they can't destroy cards? Nothing. They can't do nothing. So maybe that's the direction you want to take, right? There's plenty of different ways you can play the game. So we just got to look at decks that are within our capacity that can compete relatively well. They might not be the best decks in the game, but it'll get the job done, won't it? Plenty of different ways you can do it. So that's my advice, right? That's my advice. Hopefully that clears up a little bit of confusion about like pool 2, pool 1 matchmaking. Doesn't really matter. They try to restrict it to that so that it's more fair, but sometimes if you sweat the game out, right, and you smash it and you're too good for your pool, they might just throw you up there a little bit. But like I said, other decks, you can still do it. I believe in yous. And if you've already hit Infinite this season, just chill. Just do your quest and chill. It's fine. Doesn't matter if you lose. Doesn't matter. We just get the credits and go, right? Beautiful. All right, that's it for me today. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Hooroo. See ya.